surrounded diamond block with that, giving us a piece of dark matter. Oh, we've got another chest right here, and this one is all the wither pet. Today, Rockstars Crazy Craft is going to be insane. Why? Well, because we're gonna make things just look a lot nicer at the base for one. Two, we're gonna upgrade our EMC generation farm, so we're actually gonna replace the golden apple cows that we got last time, but I don't know how slow that process will be, so that's one of the reasons that we still got the cows in the first place. Outside of cleaning everything else up, we're gonna make a house for the dogs just because I don't want them cluttered outside, and we're gonna make a dome or something around the base so we don't have to worry about Pacman, because if we build out, that should stop him from spawning in general. And I would also like to expand our inventory pet collection today. So our actual eventual goal are to use these MK energy collectors that actually generate EMC, which I've never realized I hadn't used before. First off, we gotta clean everything up outside the base. We need space to be able to put these energy collectors down, and it's not gonna be cheap or easy. Basically, I think I'm gonna do a bunch of flattening. We're gonna build the dome and the house, fix up the cows, a lot of boring building base stuff. But if you guys would like to see some more, actual like base building on camera, because I usually cut it out, let me know in the comments down below, and so I can create separate videos or something for you guys that you would enjoy for that. Alright, well, we've got the basics done. We've moved our cows and flattened the area. We lost some along the way, so let's go ahead and let's grab these bad boys up. Give me some of that EMC, buddies. There we go. We're rocking an okay 4.2 million EMC. It's a decent amount, but one of the reasons we're making these generators for EMC is because the gem armor, one of the best armors we can get outside of the Queen Scale Royal Guardian, is 30 million EMC a piece just to make alone. So that would be what, 120 million EMC total for literally the entire set of armor. So we only gained like 2 million EMC from doing that stack of lucky blocks, so it wasn't nearly worth it. I mean, we gained money, but not an exponential rate that it's worth. Okay, so now that we've kind of got our area, we got to work on building the actual dome around it, just so we can prevent things like Pacman spawning and anything flying into our base. Now, while Pacman eat wood, they don't eat anything else, but we can't let other blocks be destroyed, so we need something stronger, like reinforced glass pane. Isn't there regular reinforced glass in this? There's strengthened glass, but I think that's a completely different mod than I'm used to. You need 10 ingot saltpeter? What is saltpeter? How you get it, and you can't craft it. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be reinforced glass, so I guess we're just gonna go with the regular glass then. That's not that big of a deal. Alright, so I kind of gave up on the dome section of the glass, and I just made it a flat roof after a couple layers, but we have a protected area. Maybe I'll fix it later on. It's fine for now. And we have a little doggo house here, so we can fit all of our doggies inside. So let's go ahead, and before we work on our EMC general towers, I want to go looking around for some inventory pets, because we're really gonna need them. So actually, before we do that, a good way to look for inventory pets is actually turn graphics on fancy so we can see through trees. We've headed this direction a lot. I know there's a lot of ocean, so we're gonna head this direction back towards this spruce forest. We need to look in oak, and I think they might spawn in birch forest. Oak trees specifically have the chest for inventory pets. I guess our ultimate goal is probably to get a slime pet today, but I don't see that happening. They're extremely rare. The fact that we got a legendary black hole pet, what was it, on the first, I think it was the second episode of this, was nuts. It was insane luck for that to happen, so we shouldn't expect for that to happen again. One thing we should probably work on in the future though is a chainsaw. Chainsaws are really nice because lucky block, because you can break leaves on a tree and they'll break like 15 trees leaves at once and just show you chests. And let's throw our coin in. What are we gonna get? And we got TNT, and that's probably gonna kill my girlfriend, isn't it? Hey, she survived that. She's not really useful, but she's kind of a meat shield, I guess. All right, so luckily we are finally in an oak forest though, so this is gonna be the cream of the crop for finding inventory pets. But even then, they're still not exactly common. And I'm pretty sure some of the chests can be booby trapped with TNT, which won't exactly kill us by any means, especially with amethyst armor, so I'm not worried about that. Just makes it a bit annoying. But here's our very first chest. Let's see what we've got here, and we got ourselves a jukebox pack. Doesn't exactly do anything useful, but hey, I mean, it's a solid amount of EMC plus an entire diamond and emerald. I'm never gonna complain about that. We just gotta keep our eyes open so we can see as many of these chests as possible, and they don't spawn in anything outside of oak trees. I think they might spawn in birch, but I think that might just be a newer version of inventory pets in general. And this is also a pretty small oak forest biome, so we might have to find another one. Oh, I finally see our second chest. It takes forever to find these guys sometimes. And a Pinget Pet. I think we already have that, but hey, 11,000 EMC once again. At least this way we still get EMC when searching, so it's pretty useful. All right, let's see what chest numero 3 has in store for us. Ooh, purplicish cow, health regen, and special food diamond nugget. That's actually not that bad, getting health regeneration. And actually, I'll just go ahead and break these diamonds up into diamond nuggets so we have some of that. That's actually health regen too. That's not bad for anything that's stronger than criminals, but not as strong as something like a Pacman. Oh, we've got another chest right here. Yes. Ow, I fell into the ground. That's okay. And this one is the wither pet. I think in newer versions, this is actually a legendary pet now, but in this version, it's still normal. 25% lifesteal and immune to wither. Favorite food, soul sand. Not an easy thing to get, but I'm pretty sure I would assume it's EMCable since it's a basic block. I mean, purplicious cow and wither pet are pretty decent pickups. I'm not going to complain about that. Finally, chest number 5. Did I already check this one? If I have, I've gone in a loop, or I've just been around this area before. That really sucks, because it took me forever to find that 5th chest. It was a massive gap between the last one we found. What was the last one? The wither pet? Yeah, there's not a whole... Oh yeah, I circled all the way back to home without it even realizing it. I can't believe that. Well, if we're already back home, we might as well wrap up our inventory pet search there then. But purplicious cow, wither pet, those are actually really good for us to keep on our inventory for now. I probably should have put a door into the dome over on this side. I only did it on the other side. We'll just store him away for now. We'll put him there. We'll put the black iron sword back here, and we'll just keep the purplicious cow on us for now. All right, next up is the generators for our EMC. But before we do that, I want to make a transmutation tablet. Now, this is the exact same thing as a transmutation table, except it's way better. See, transmutation table is what we currently have, but a tablet's the same thing, but it lets you carry it around, which is beautiful. But we need 4 pieces of dark matter, which isn't super complicated. Dark matter blocks are made from 4 dark matter. Dark matter is made from surrounding a block of diamond by Eternity's fuel. Eternity's fuel is Mobius plus Philosopher's Stone, and so far and so forth. We do have a Philosopher's Stone, a chemical coal, which is made from... Oh, so it all starts with just Mobius fuel. So coal with this guy, there we go. If we just go ahead and make a good old 5 of these bad boys, that means we can go ahead and take 1 for EMC, and perfect. Now we've got 1 for the Mobius fuel. Then I think this is just a repeated process at this point. Yep, and that gives us Eternity's fuel. Now we take Eternity's fuel and surround that, surround a diamond block with that, giving us a piece of dark matter. But even with this, we could make, dark matter armor, which is stronger than what we have. It's way too expensive. Okay, so we have 31 dark matter, so technically we could make dark matter armor, but we need that down the long run. It won't do anything for us right now because we won't be able to sustain it, and we need EMC for other stuff. Oh, and you actually get 4 pieces of dark matter blocks from literally crafting single 4 together. Now we take out our stone, and I think we actually need to make ourselves another transmutation tablet as well, or table as well, because we need that to craft the tablet. Here we take the obsidian. This should give us our transmutation table. Now we take this bad boy, we put the table in the center of the stone, and just like we did before. So we put the dark matter in the place of the obsidian, and there we keep stone where it is, and there we go, the transmutation tablet. And actually, this is EMCable, isn't it? Yes, so there we go. And now that's with 500,000 EMC, but now we can just access the EMC table anywhere on the go, which is so much easier. And now for us to work on the generator. So I don't know how expensive it is to be able to make these. Just so you guys know an idea, a dark matter piece was 131,000. It's 82,000 for the base one, and 232 for the level 2 out of the level 3 is 710,000 EMC of value, which does include the antimatter relays or the crafting of the condenser. That's the MK2 condenser, which we still need to make the base condenser. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive project. Oh wow, that's actually really cheap. Glowstone, a furnace, diamond, and glass. Okay, so we can make a total of 10 of these bad boys, but that's only because we ran out of glowstone. Let's go ahead and pop this in here. We can get a total of actually 46 of them. That's pretty solid if in reality. I think we go ahead, we'll start with 11 of them for now. What is it to make the MK3? That takes red matter, and that takes dark matter. Yeah, we're not ready for the level 2 and level 3s. I don't think we are. All right, so now we should be able to make the basic antimatter relay. There we go. That's nice. Let's throw one of these in here. And so now we need to make the condenser. Diamonds and obsidian. That's easy. And in a chemical chest, which is, that's interesting. Okay, I've never used covalence dust before. Stone, iron, diamond, chest, and the covalence dust is. So let's get everything but the dust. All right, so to make the dust, a low covalence dust is cobble plus charcoal. To make the medium covalence dust, it's iron plus redstone. And the final one is diamond and coal. Yeah, that's really weird. So the only thing we don't have actually is charcoal, which we can just go ahead and cook up real quick. So until then, we can make everything else that we need. So it was redstone and iron, I think, for the medium one, right? Yeah, they gave us medium covalence dust. And actually has an EMC value. Perfect. So let's go ahead and throw one of those in there. I don't know if it was coal or charcoal to make a high covalence dust. If I could speak this, that's almost like a tongue twister. There we go. So now we just need the medium, which is straight up what we just need the charcoal for, or the low level. So we put the charcoal in here, and I think we fill everything with cobblestone, and there we go. You get 40 per, which I find really interesting. So we put these bad boys up top, left to right, and then the chest in the bottom middle, I believe bottom right and left is the iron. We put the diamond ingot there, and oh wait, I needed stone, didn't I? There we go. Now we can make 2 alchemical chests. Perfect. Let's throw one of these in the EMC table. Now to make the energy condenser, you need diamonds surrounding it with obsidian. Put the chest in the center, our obsidian goes in the corners, and this should give us our energy condenser. There we go. So now we also need glowstone. So if I remember correctly, I think I remember how this works. So I think the idea is as long as you have access to the chest, these can be as big as you want. So we'll just place it down here for now. So I want to make sure the chest is as accessible as possible. So let's make it, we'll put it 3 high up, right? So that works for now. So now we got to take the 2 antimatter relays, and I think we just put them on each side of it like this, and we take the energy collectors and we surround each side of the antimatter relays like this. Now these will actually, we'll see here in a second, if we can click on the relay, you can see that they're sort of getting stuff. They get powered from the sun, but more than just the sun, they also get powered from glowstone. If you place it on top, they will actually get more power. The more of these, the more power they get. And as long as you have access to the chest, you can actually put as many of these as you want, I believe. But we do need to get an EMC-able block. For now, I guess we could just use glowstone. So we just put that in there. Look at that. It's generating EMC for us. And the higher the block, the longer it will take. Now, look, the sun's going down, so this will actually slow down because it's powered by the sun. But that's where the glowstone itself comes in. I think as long as we don't block this block up right here, we can go ahead and surround every single last other bit with glowstone here, and this should make sure it's extra powerful and producing a lot of extra EMC for us. Plus, we can always upgrade these by putting a new block in them so they get bigger EMC quantities faster, and more importantly, by getting the level 2 and 3. So let's see. I just want to see how this does for us. There we go. We're starting to collect some EMC. It's a little slow on the long run, so I think the relays just pass the energy through the converters, and everything goes into here. But once again, these guys are only Mark 1, so it's kind of slow. But I mean, hey, technically they've already made us almost 5,000 EMC. Alright, we still have 2.68 million EMC. What do we have? Just short of 4 million before. That's not nearly as bad as I thought. I think I want to make the level 2s now, and we'll just leave the level 1 farm there. And what we'll do is because we could just break all that down and get the EMC out of it, I'd rather just get a secondary farm, a level 2 farm, then get a level 3 farm, and just have one of each level, and then eventually we can replace them. At this point, it's just a rinse repeat process, but each of these energy collectors are a little bit different. So how much is one piece of red matter? That is 500,000 EMC. Jeez, that's gonna be difficult. We could clear our golden apple cow farms, which would be a big help. All right, so to make level 2, we need a dark matter or energy collector and glowstone. Throw that bad boy in there. Let's make sure we just go ahead and pull one of those out. How many can we can pull 10 of those out. 11 of them, like before, is worth, whoo, baby, 2.5 million EMC on their own. That's kind of nuts. We'll throw half of those back. To make this one, it's the same thing as the level 2, but we need a piece of red matter. Red matter is alternative fuel and dark matter. We're gonna try to make it. Actually, we have just enough to make it. So if we do alternative fuel like this with the dark matter like this, that gives us a piece of red matter. Let's go ahead and throw that bad boy in there. How much red matter can we pull out? 3 pieces. We only need a single piece. That will give us a level 3 MK energy collector. Yeah, let's throw that in there because that's 700,000 EMC on its own. We're down to literally 1.7 EMC, a million EMC. All right, so we can make 2 antimatter relays there. Now we just go ahead and copy that process one more time for the level 3 relay, and there we go. Let's go ahead and store all these away in the EMC table because we don't want to lose that EMC value. That's the MK3, and this is the MK3 generator. So we've got one of each of those. How many more relays can we pull out? We need at least 2, right? 2 relays per power flower farm. So, and it seems we're just short. We can't get a second antimatter relay 3. That really sucks. So I guess since we have the crafting recipe, we'll just dump it for now. I can make one of the antimatter relays though for this next generation generation for the MK2 farm another level, so it's actually faster than this one, even without it. So how much has this completed so far? 17, look, that's 26,000 EMC, and this is only a base farm. All right, so let's put the MK3 relay here, the M2 over here. Now we just go ahead and do the same thing as we did before. Let's go ahead and surround this with our power flower generators. Since this is the MK3 relay, it's going to be much more powerful than the MK2 on the other side, so I think this is well worth it. Now let's go ahead and let's surround this thing with glowstone. I believe that surrounds it completely except for the very top, which we'll just have to leave for now. But look how much faster I think this one is. Yeah, this one's already got a 6100. This one's barely at 32, and yeah, it just looks so much faster, or at least equal in the base. This one's only half done. So now we have two different forms of EMC farming, which is going to be fantastic for us. This is really, really good. But we got a new base setup. We got a bunch of inventory pets. We got two brand new EMC farms set up. We got everything looking a lot nicer. So I think that's a good place to end off today's episode of Crazy Craft Rockstars. I might leave the game up for a little while, and just so these guys can keep running and making us some EMC. But leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you guys did enjoy it. And I'll see you all next time, Rockstars. Peace, peace.